Current affairs, bills and acts. Payment of Wages Amendment Bill 2017. Why it is in news? It is a related news with the demonetization and digital economy. The demonetization of 500 and 1000 banknotes created a cash crunch in the country, which hit the productions in industries like textiles and apparel. Because under the Payment Wages Act 1936, employees could use check or bank transfers to pay wages only with a written authorization from the employee. So after demonetization, the cash crunch made payment difficult. So President promulgated ordinance on 28 December. That is the Payment of Wages Amendment Ordinance 2016, which removed the requirement of prior written authorization from the employee. Now, the Payment of Wages Amendment Bill 2007 will replace the ordinance promulgated by the President. Payment of Wages Amendment Bill was passed by Lok Sabha on February 7 and by Raj Sabha on February 8. Payment of Wages Amendment Bill. The bill allows employers to pay wages in non-cash mode without formal approval from workers. Background. Under the Pay and Payment Wages Act 1936, employees could use check or bank transfers to pay wages only with a written authorization from the employee. Amendment Bill 2017 allows employers to pay wages in non-cash mode without formal approval from workers. The bill removed the requirement of formal approval from workers for cashless payment. It can help for fair employment and allow more workers to get social security benefits. The related news, digital economy, Jatan Vedal Committee for Digital Economy, demonetization. Other important bills and acts. Indian Institute of Management Bill 2017. The Cabinet has approved the Indian Institute of Management Bill that grants statutory powers to Indian Institute of Management and enable them to grant degrees. After, Indian Institute of Management will be declared as Institution of National Importance, and the bill allows IAMs to grant degrees rather than diplomas to the students. At present, IAMs are not authorized to award degrees as they registered as societies. Indian Institute of Management Bill 2017 will grant statutory powers to Indian Institute of Management and enable them to grant degrees. Now, amendment in the Constitution Scheduled Caste Order 1950 to modify the list of scheduled castes in Odisha. Here, inclusion of Swalgiri caste or Solgiri caste in the list of scheduled caste after consulting the concerned state government. Here, Article 341 empowers the Parliament to include or exclude castes from the list of scheduled caste in the list of notification. So remember Article 341, which empowers the Parliament to include or exclude caste from the list of scheduled caste in the list of notification. It also empowers the President to include or exclude any castes in tribe from scheduled caste. National Commission for Socially and Educationally Backward Classes, NCBC. Why it is in news? The Union Government has approved setting up of NCBC by making amendment to the Constitution by insertion of Article 338B. What is NCBC? National Commission for Socially and Educationally Backward Classes. And this body will replace the National Commission for Backward Classes, which is a statutory body under the Ministry of Social Justice and Empowerment established on 14 August 1993. National Commission for Scheduled Caste, Article 338. National Commission for Scheduled Tribe, Article 338A are constitutional bodies. For other backward castes, National Commission for Other Backward Classes was established in 1993. there have been demand for granting constitutional status to NCBC. So, the new bill will insert Article 338B for other backward castes as 338 for scheduled caste and 338A for scheduled tribe. Article 341 and 342 is dealing with inclusion and exclusion of castes from the list of scheduled caste and scheduled tribe respectively. And now Article 342B will be inserted to provide for Parliament's approval for every inclusion into and exclusion from the central list of other backward classes. And there will be insertion of a new clause 26C under Article 366 to define socially and educationally backward classes. Composition, chairperson, vice chairperson and 3 other members. Parliament passed Enemy Property Bill. What is enemy property? After the Indo-Pak War of 1965, the Enemy Property Act was promulgated in 1968. With this act, the central government appointed a custodian for enemy property for India. And the central government has vested these properties held by enemies. Inheritance law is not applicable for enemy properties. With new bill, successors of those who migrated to Pakistan and China during partition will have no claim over the properties left behind in India. Means inheritance law is not applicable. Now, Maternity Benefit Amendment Bill 2016. Parliament passed Maternity Benefit Amendment Bill 2016 to extend maternity leave for working women from 12 to 26 weeks for 2 surviving children. And maternity leave for 12 weeks to mothers adopting a child below the age of 3 months, and for a biological mother who used her to have a surrogate child. And the bill has a provision that employees can permit a woman to work in home depending on the nature of work, and the establishment of creche facilities are mandatory within a prescribed distance.